Good morning. Last week we were working on origami and we're going to keep working on it. Don't worry if you struggled last week. You can go back and rewatch the video and make whichever ones you want to try to make. Just try to do at least one. Today we're going to do just a heart, okay? So after you watch this heart video, I'll put the other one right underneath this one, and you can go back and rewatch and retry some of those other ones. There were 3 in that video. The airplane, the boat, and a fortune teller. So you can go back, do the ones you didn't get a chance to do, or just repractice something like the paper airplane, just so you can get that one down. Okay, but for this video, we'll just do a heart, which will be perfect for Valentine's Day, which is coming up. If you celebrate that, or even if you don't celebrate that, if you want to make a heart to give to someone that you appreciate, that you want to say thank you to, or that you want to let them know that you love and care about them. So I'm going to share my screen. For this one, we are going to need a square piece of paper. So I'll show you how to turn this into a square piece of paper. Right now, I just have a regular piece of paper. In order to turn it into a square, if you kind of, let me make sure this is straight. If you fold one corner down at an angle so that the top touches the side, like this, and you go ahead, just fold it. Then right along this line where that paper is folded over the other one, you can draw a line and cuts there, or what you can do is you can fold that paper right over that. And just kind of fold that back and forth. So flip your paper over and then fold it this way. And then flip it back over and fold it back the other way. And you'll just keep folding it back and forth until you think you'll be able to rip right along that line. There are some tricks. Some people will make that fold a little bit wet so the paper will rip easier. I don't really like to do that, but you can. Some other people will use the edge of a table, which is another good option. But usually, if you fold it enough times, you're just going to push down with one hand and then pull away with the other, and that usually works just fine. So then when you open it up, you do have that square piece of paper. To make this heart, you will need the square piece, okay? So once you have the square piece, the first step will be to, so we already have this diagonal and we want to make an X. So we're gonna take this corner, we're gonna fold it down to this corner, kind of follow that fold. If you line those up all the way down to the corner and then push that flat, and then you'll have, when you open it up, an X. Then what you're going to do is you're going to turn that so now it's a diamond, and you're going to fold that top corner down to that middle point where you can see where those 2 lines come together. So right there in the middle, you should see where those 2 folds come together. You're going to take that bottom corner and you're going to fold it down to right there. Then you're going to take the bottom corner and you're going to fold it all the way up to the top of your paper here. You're going to make sure to keep it lined up with this fold. So this fold is kind of the center here. We want to make sure to keep our paper lined up there. So you're going to take this, and if you can kind of imagine following that line all the way up to the top, and then make sure you line it up with that fold, and then push flat to fold it across Then what you're going to do is you're going to fold up one side at a time at an angle, and you want to line up this bottom fold with this middle guideline fold. So it's a little tricky, but you're just going to take this and you're going to fold it up, and you're going to try to line this up with this middle fold. So you're just folding up 1/2. So you're not going to fold up a whole bunch. You're just going to fold up right to that corner there, okay? So just that 1/2, and you're going to fold it up once again. So this fold is lining up with this middle fold guideline, and then you'll just push flat. And then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. So you're folding up this side so that this folded edge will kind of line up with this other one. And it'll start to look like a heart. You just have a couple more steps. And remember, if you're having a hard time folding down these edges and getting them to stay flat, you can use the edge of something like a pencil or a ruler to help push them down flatter. So then you're going to flip this paper over, and you're going to take these top corners one at a time, and you're going to fold it down so it lines up to where this folded paper is. So one here and one here. Then you're going to take these outside edges and you're going to fold them in so that where it touches, so right here where your folded paper meets this edge, that's where you want it to kind of fold to. So that's where the fold will be. So you'll fold in there and there. Other side, once again, you're going to look kind of where this folded paper is meeting this one, and imagine drawing a line down, and that's where you'll want to fold this paper over best you can. And these, once again, you'll have to maybe push them a few times to get them to stay. You could always put a little bit of tape or glue underneath those to help hold them better, but that is the heart. Once you flip it over, you can see it a little bit better. Just make sure those edges are tucked. And then that is the heart. So once again, after you watch this heart video, you do the heart. And feel free to decorate any of the origami that we do, the plain, the heart, anything. You can draw and color on these once you have them all folded up. Or you could even color them before you fold them, and then it'll be the color that you colored it once you fold it. But you can decorate these after you do the heart. Just go back, practice the other ones. Origami is a little tricky, but it gets easier the more and more you do it. Okay?